Hi everyone, if you could take 2 seconds to like and subscribe, that helped me keep this channel going. Thank you. Hi class, this is another in the series of Rules of the Road. This is section 17. Keeping your bicycle roadworthy. Okay, this section is all about bikes and bicycle users. So your brakes, tyres, chains, lights, reflectors, bells must be all in good working order. Your bicycle should be the right size to allow you to touch the ground with both feet. When carrying goods, you should use a proper carrier basket and take care that nothing is hanging loose so it doesn't get caught in the wheels. At night, you must carry a lamp showing a white or yellow light to the front and a red to the back. These are the minimum lighting requirements laid down by law. However, to be even more visible to motorists at night, you should add strips of reflective material to the bike, wear a reflective armband, wear a sand brown reflective belt or vest. That's the thing that goes across your shoulders and around your waist. Remember, check your gear, be seen, wear a helmet, listen, never use MP3s or radios or mobile phones when cycling because you need to hear what's going on around you. Quick bicycle checklist. Handlebars should be square with the frame level with the saddle. Movement should be neither too stiff nor too loose. When on the saddle, both feet should touch the ground. Your wheels should be straight and in line. Replace wheels if they are buckled or out of alignment. I think you need to do that anyway. Tighten loose spokes and replace any that are damaged. Make sure your tyres are properly inflated with a good tread. Make sure mud guards are secure and well clear of the wheels. Check your gears and get them adjusted when necessary. Check your brake cables and adjust them when necessary. Place them when trade. Make sure the closed ends of the brake shoes face the front. Make sure your blocks are close to the rim, the wheel. Check pedals and replace them when worn or broken. Make sure your lamps are white or yellow to the front and red at the back, as we just mentioned. Use a red reflector. Replace batteries when necessary. And clean the lights or clean the lenses. Make sure your bell is within easy reach of your thumb if you have one. Oil all moving parts. Wear a cycle helmet at all times. A bicycle should have the following braking systems. If it has one fixed wheel or is designed for a child under 7 years, it should have at least one brake. If it's designed for older children or adult, or if neither wheel is fixed, it should have two brakes, one to the front and one to the back. Protective clothing and equipment. As a cyclist, you are a vulnerable road user and your bicycle will not protect you if there is a crash. The law does not require you wear a helmet. However, in the interest of safety and in your personal interest, you should wear a helmet at all times. So by law, you don't necessarily have to have a helmet, but it makes a lot of common sense. Buying and owning a helmet. Check that it's been made to recognise standards and does not restrict your field of vision or hearing. Replace it when it's damaged or dropped. Adjust the straps to ensure the correct fit. No point wearing a helmet if it's going to come flying off the second you have an accident. Make sure you keep to the left. Always look behind and give proper signals before moving off, changing lanes and making a turn. You must obey the rules applying at traffic lights, pedestrian crossings, pelican crossings and zebra crossings. Keep both hands on the handlebars except when signalling or changing gears, and keep both feet on the pedals. Do not take up a position on the inside of a large vehicle out of view of the driver. If you can't see the driver can't see you. Instead, stay behind the large vehicle that stopped at a junction with intentions of turning left. I.e., don't get squashed on the near side of a large vehicle. Sometimes they just can't see you. Keep clear of the curb. Riding clear will make you more visible and help reduce unsafe overtaking when turning left. Keep close to the left-hand side of the road. Watch out for pedestrians and give the proper signal in good time. Beware of blind spots. All vehicles have blind zones and a driver may not be able to see you. When turning right, get into the centre or just left of the centre of the right turning lane. This helps to prevent a vehicle overtaking you whilst you are changing direction. Look behind and give the proper signal before you move out and ensure traffic in the lane is not going straight ahead. On steep hills or busy roads, pull into the left hand side of the road and wait until there is a break in traffic in both directions to let you make the turn safely. When cycling alongside traffic stopped in line, be aware of gaps in the traffic to allow other vehicles to turn across the stationary lane. The view of the car that is turning may be blocked due to the traffic build-up. In poor weather conditions, or if you are not confident about taking up a position for turning right as outlined above, it may be safer to dismount and cross the road on foot. Where available, you should use a pedestrian or controlled crossing. Wear reflective clothing all times. Remember, cyclists put themselves and other road users at risk when they do not stop at required traffic lights. Cyclists need to stop at traffic lights. In the company of one or more cyclists, you must have due regard to other users of the road, and you must take full account of prevailing road conditions. On occasion, it may be safe to cycle two abreast, but you must not cycle in a manner likely to create an obstruction for other road users, so don't block other traffic. A cycle lane is a reserved part of the roadway for bicycles, not motorcycles. Some cycle tracks are bordered by a continuous white line on the right hand side. These are only for bicycles and motorised wheelchairs, so no other drivers may use them or park in them. Other cycle tracks have a broken white line on the right hand side. Other drivers may make temporary use of the type of track if it is not occupied. As per normal, a car may not break a solid white line. Cycle tracks are reserved 24 hours a day unless an upright information sign at the start or the side of the track shows another period of time. A cycle track can also be a cycle track can also be reserved part of a footpath or other area of the road. If a cycle track is two-way, meaning bicycles travelling in both directions at the same time, cyclists should stay near as possible to the left-hand side of their track. You must obey cycle traffic lights. I don't think I've seen a cycle traffic light in Ireland. Cyclists must use a cycle track provided. No vehicle other than a motorised wheelchair may cross into or over a mandatory cycle track unless the driver is entering or leaving a place or side road. So you're not allowed in the cycle tracks unless you're parked in your own home and you have no choice but to cross it. No driver may park a vehicle on a mandatory cycle track. A driver may park a non-mandatory cycle track for up to 30 minutes, but only if they are loading or unloading their vehicle and there's no alternative parking available. Remember the basic duty of care and do not obstruct a cycle track. If a driver parks their vehicle on a cycle track that operates for only some of the day, as shown below, they must move the vehicle by the time the next operating period starts. If there is no information plate, it means the cycle track operates all the time and no parking is allowed. Now here's some do's and don'ts. I'm not going to read through them, but you can pause the video here and read them yourself. Cyclists on roundabouts. Be particularly careful when approaching a roundabout. Be aware that drivers may not see you easily. Watch out for vehicles crossing your path as they leave or enter the roundabout. Take extra care when cycling across exits. Give plenty of room to long vehicles on the roundabout as they may need more space. Do not ride in the spaces they need to use to get around the roundabout. A longer vehicle takes more space, so be aware of that. Be aware of the driver's blind spots. If you can't see the driver, then they can't see you. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. And liking and subscribing to my channel helps other people like you find them. I'm Leon Clifton.